This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops.
Now a chance to check out our starting lineups.
And the trademark of both of these teams, strong defense. Gotta love it. What'll that mean for tonight's contest?
Well, the coaches will have a big role. In a strength-on-strength matchup, game planning takes on added importance.
And one more thing about these teams, Brian, I mean, there is no shortage of effort.
And it's going to be the wings off the tip. Now here's Agumbawale.
Pass to Carrington.
Let's go with a three. Howard with the rebound.
He had all the time in the world to get that shot off.
Here's Boston.
Throws back up.
And here is Howard.
And it's in.
The closer to the hoop, the better Howard is. Tremendous touch plus athletic ability.
Agumbawale with it. And Clark picks her up defensively.
Pass to Carrington.
To the paint.
McCowan. She's covered by Cunningham.
The Fever pull it in. Mitchell outside. Inside.
Cunningham.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get 2 shots at the line.
Well, you allow someone to get to the rim like that, and really that's your only option.
Yeah, free throws are always better than a layup. I would agree with that.
And it's her first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. That one misses, so she goes 1 for 2.
In a league of tall players, 6'7" Tiara McCowan still stands out.
And it's not just about her height, it's about how she uses it. Entering the 2024 season, McCowan has the best career rebounding percentage in league history.
Clock at 6. To the middle. Hines Allen.
She's covered by Cunningham.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
Pass to Boston.
To the inside. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Superb work inside for Mitchell. She's so good at finding space to shoot from the interior.
Outside Agumbawale. Jacks up a 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
Talk about falling asleep on defense. I don't know how you can give a shooter like her that much space from beyond the arc.
Now here's Clark. Mitchell outside. Clark. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Agumbawale. And here's Smith.
McCowan. She's guarded by Boston. Here's Smith.
And it's all evened up.
Agile play by Smith against contact, getting to her shots.
And it's the Fever ball. Mitchell outside. Pass to Clark. 3-pointer. It's good from long range.
Yeah, that's great ball movement by Kelsey Mitchell. Finds a way to get it to her open teammate.
So it's Dallas now.
Agumbawale with it. And Clark picks her up defensively. Outside, Hines Allen.
Carrington.
She's covered by Mitchell.
From the line.
And it's Carrington missing.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish her there.
Now here's Mitchell. Makes it off the glass.
Just a strong finish through contact. Kelsey Mitchell refusing to be out-muscled. I love to see that kind of physicality from her.
Here's Agunbowale, trailing by 5. Smith. And out of bounds, the Fever will take it.
Fever ball.
Here's Clark. Outside Cunningham. And there's the call on Carrington. That's her first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. And another 3 for Indiana.
Well, Cunningham is such an impressive distributor, and passes like these are why her teammates love playing with her.
Now here's Carrington. She's covered by Mitchell. Outside Agunbowale. Can they get it? Finds Allen. The three-pointer off the mark.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Down low. Carrington. Here's Smith. Over Howard. Shot's good by Smith.
What muscle from Smith, able to push away the defense and still score.
The Fever with the lead. Pass to Mitchell. Howard the screen. Kelsey Mitchell into the lane. Boston. Great positioning on the putback.
That's some nice work on the offensive glass.
Dallas with the ball. Outside Agunbowale. And a miss there on the triple. And this Dallas franchise once represented the city of Detroit, and that's where they won 3 championships.
Yeah, joining the league in year 2, 1998, they enjoyed lots of success in the Motor City. But then they moved to Tulsa in 2011, and then to their current home of Dallas in 2016.
CaitlinClark with the 3.
McCowan with the rebound.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Now here's Carrington. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, whether Enrique is off the dribble, screen, catch and shoot, spotting up, whatever, she hits threes pretty much every way possible.
Here's Clark. She's got 6. Boston sets a screen. Clark outside. Dallas with the rebound. Pass to Carrington. Back to Agunbowale. And she converts the layup.
Just like all the best guards, the elite guards in the world, Enrique Ogunbowale finds ways to score inside.
Now here's Boston. Clark guarded now by Agunbowale. Mitchell outside. From outside the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
She can shoot, she can pass, she can ball handle. In the pick and roll game, Mitchell is hard to stop because she's a threat to do anything.
Now here's Agunbowale. She's got 8. Pass to Carrington. Smith. He hits it
Nice move by Nalissa Smith inside, getting herself the high percentage look.
And here's Clark. She's got 6. And here is Mitchell, covered by Carrington.
Outside Cunningham.
Pass to Clark. The 3 ball.
McCowan with the rebound.
The Wings trail.
Outside Hines Allen.
Ogunbowale. She's covered by Clark.
Now here's Carrington.
D right on her. Back to Ogunbowale. To the paint.
McCowan.
And Caitlin Clark with a block. Pass to Mitchell.
Boston with it.
No good on that shot.
Good work defensively by Tierra McCowan.
And here's Hines Allen.
Ogunbowale with it.
She's covered by Mitchell. This one for 3.
And the basket by Carrington.
Putting those guard skills to work. Carrington with the quick trigger.
Here's the Fever with the ball. Clark outside.
Pass to Cunningham.
Here's Mitchell. Just 5 on the clock. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. Here's Ogunbowale. She's covered by Clark. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
She is one of the best when it comes to making the sweet lead pass.
The Fever trailing. Mitchell with it. She has 7. Lets the floater go. That one doesn't drop. Now Ogunbowale. To the middle.
Smith, no good.
Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim.
And they double up Kelsey Mitchell. And stolen by Smith.
Hines Allen from outside. Offensive board. McCowan.
And she was fouled in the act of shooting, an opportunity for a 3-point play. And this is her first trip to the line tonight.
Tierra McCowan, shooting 1.
One shot.
They're not having much success at all right now.
They need to reshuffle their lineup a little bit, try to find something that works.
Up top, Dantas takes the 3, and she's good on the 3 ball.
Love the quick thinking from Dantas. Gets a clean look and lets it fly.
Outside Ogunbowale. There's the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it sure didn't take them long to go and get those 3 points back.
Pass to Hole. Turner. Now Bonner.
Guarded now by Ogunbowale.
Caitlin Clark with the 3. That's good, and it's DeWanna Bonner with the assist.
A multi-talented player. I like when Bonner scans the floor and finds the open teammate.
Outside Ogunbowale.
Now here is McCowan.
Defended by Turner. Ogunbowale from long range. And again, it's the Wings from deep.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from 3-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her. She's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Wings up 2. And we'll bring you the start of quarter 2 when we return. A close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from the Wings, what do you guys think?
There hasn't been a lot of settling for outside shots really early on.
Yeah, they've done a good job to work it low and not take the easy way out on offense. No shortcuts.
Pound it low.
So it's Indiana now. Pass to Hull. Now here's Bonner. Clark.
And here's Dantas, defended by Lopez Seneschal.
To the inside. And Dewana Bonner again.
Assist goes to.
It's a tie ball game.
That's why it's so hard to guard Bonner. Not afraid of the tree. She has a solid inside game.
Left side, Charles. Pass to Harris. Takes the 3. Drains the three-pointer.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
2 on none. No one back to stop it.
You're seeing the high motor of Ty Harris, guys. She's so electric on the break.
When you look at Arike Ogunbowale's scoring numbers, they're historically good.
She came into the 2024 season averaging 20.5 points per game. That's the 3rd best average ever, and only Brianna Stewart has a better career average amongst active players. I mean, Arike's offensive arsenal is unreal.
And the shot by Clark, no good.
Dallas leading. Outside Ogunbowale. Shoots the 3. The Fever pull it in. And we're a little over a minute and a half into this second quarter of action. Inside, here's Turner, and she banks in the layup.
Backed by her solid footwork, Turner knows a thing or two about scoring inside.
Outside Charles.
Lopez Seneschal.
Turner grabs the board. Bonner outside. Deflected.
It's stolen by Segrist.
And up the court come the Wings on the break.
Lopez Seneschal, that's good.
No matter who starts the break, she's usually the one who finishes it.
And I love watching her just attack the rim at full speed like that.
Now here's Bonner. Shoots over Ogunbowale. And another basket for Indiana.
Time called here, the Wings decide to talk it over. Well, we know not every team in the league is a title contender. So what's the key for teams in the rebuilding process, Brian?
Your scouting department really matters, because if you're a losing team, your draft picks, whether first or second round, will play.
Yeah, and I'll throw in luck as well. I mean, those ping pong balls going your way, winning the lottery, getting the first overall pick, you can add an Asia Wilson, an Aaliyah Boston, and when you add a player of that value, that can change your fortunes pretty quickly.
Now here's Charles. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Pass to Harris. Here's the 3. Misses that one. Her first miss of the night, 2 for 3.
Now here's Wallace.
Teardrop shot.
And it's Lopez Seneschal with the rebound.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. The Fever trailing. Clark outside. Shoots over Lopez Seneschal. She hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
She presents a defender with a serious challenge, pretty much always.
Outside Charles. Back to Ogunbowale. sinks the three-pointer.
A volume scorer through and through, Gumawale can generate her own momentum pretty quickly.
Pass to Hole from the arc. That's good, and it's Dewana Bonner with the assist.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
And it's Charles missing. Here's Clark. She's got 11. Shoots over Lopez Seneschal. And another basket for Indiana. And it's the Wings ball. Outside Agunbowale. For three. It falls for her 7th bucket of the contest. She's 7 for 9 today.
You know, some players you give that shot to, and let me be clear, she is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
Good on the three-point shot.
Well, a big part of Wallace's game is finding others, initiating offense.
And here's Agunbowale. 20 points for her. Outside Charles. Screen by Segrist. 4 on the clock. Out of bounds, it'll be Fever ball.
The ball goes to Indiana. Substitution on the court.
The Fever leading. Bonner outside. Pass to Clark. Fires the three. Dallas with the rebound. Harris with it. She's got 5. Smith outside. And here's Agunbowale. Harrington. She's covered by Cunningham. Clock is at 3. The 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Harris. Off target from three-point range. Indiana with the ball. Now Clark. 16 points for her. Pass to Bonner. Here's Cunningham. Back to Bonner. That's her 4th basket of this game, and she's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Nice touch near the hoop.
The Wings trail. Now here's Harris. Outside Agunbowale. Harrington. Smith with it. She's guarded by Boston. Smith inside, working on Boston. Smith, no good. Outside Cunningham. Pass to Clark. For 3. Harrington grabs the board.
Even without that 3 ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, the D's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
So many tremendous players in this league. What do you think gets overlooked?
Well, it might be weird to call a former MVP underrated, but Nneka Ogwumike has been playing at a high level for a very long time, and I think she deserves more recognition.
And I'll take Kelsey Mitchell. For years, she was carrying that Indiana team by herself offensively. Now, she's certainly got a lot more help.
And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. So it's Indiana now.
Timeout called the
Indiana
Fever.
calls timeout.
Looks like the coach saw some things out there that need adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, and never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
And the Fever making a change here.
Bonner on the wing, covered by Carrington. Outside Cunningham. Back to Bonner. 6 to shoot. Over Carrington. Dallas with the rebound.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Pass to Harris. Harrington.
From downtown, the three-pointer is on target.
A solid distributor. Harris understands her teammates depend on her to get them involved.
Here's Mitchell. 7 points in the game. Here's Bonner. And he sticks that one in from 20 feet away. And it's the Wings ball.
And here's Carrington.
She has 6. Out to the wing.
Screen by Smith. Pass to McCowan.
Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Obviously, McCowan's 6'7" size helps her down low, but she also has a little host of ways to beat you in some nice touch.
Outside Howard. And here's Bonner.
McCowan with the rebound.
That's a shot she had to take.
No question, the decision was good, just didn't execute.
Now here's Harris. She's covered by Mitchell. Nailed from three-point land.
Puts her superb floor vision on full display. Harris is one of the more traditional point guards in this game.
Pass to Howard. Bonner outside. Mitchell.
Cunningham sets a screen.
And that's good. Kelsey Mitchell for 3.
Well, a consistent three-point shooter like Mitchell always has an answer. She goes right to the line and strikes back.
Now here's Harris. She has 5.
Now McCowan. She's guarded by Boston.
Here's Carrington. And she can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Mitchell with it. Pass to Bonner. Out to the wings. A 3 from Natasha Howard.
It's hauled in by Smith.
Dallas leading.
Now here's Carrington.
Now Hines Allen.
Now McCowan. Screen by McCowan.
Lets it fly. And Harris gets it to go. Here's Mitchell. She's got 10.
Boston outside.
Bonner.
Covered by Carrington. Howard the screen.
Bonner outside. 5 to shoot. And here's Kelsey Mitchell for 3. The rebound by the Wings. Now Harris. 7 points in the game.
Pass to Carrington.
The tray buries the long-range jumper.
That's terrific use of the bounce pass.
Indiana trailing. Now here's Mitchell.
Here's Cunningham.
Bonner.
Howard the screen. Bonner on the wing, covered by Carrington. Bonner releases from the wing and drills it.
Not only is Bonner a strong shooter, she knows how to get productive. Looks for any and every scoring chance.
Now here's Harris. Smith, right side. Outside, Hines Allen. Pass to Carrington. Puts up a three. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Excellent follow-up play by Smith. She has a good awareness for where the ball is going and gets there to send it back.
Bonner for three. The shot off that time. And we finished one half of play. It's the Wings up by 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. All right, the second half beginning in a moment. And really an incredible game from Ogunbowale.
What I noticed more than anything about her first half offense was she didn't waste her opportunity. She made just about every good look she had.
And they were pretty much all good looks. I mean, her shot selection has been phenomenal throughout the game.
Mitchell. Pass to Clark. Screen by Howard. Wing shot on the way. Melissa Smith grabs the miss.
And in 2023, Melissa Smith led the WNBA in defensive rebound percentage.
You know, defensive rebounding, it's not a skill we talk a lot about, but it's so important. You end the defensive possession with the board. And Smith, she's as good as anyone at boxing out, securing the glass.
Clock at 4. Harrington, she's covered by Mitchell. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Clark outside, launches a three, gets a three-pointer to fall.
When she has the ball, Mitchell is always looking to find an open teammate. Head on a swivel.
Now here's Carrington. She's covered by Mitchell. There's Ogunbowale with the three. Drills it from outside.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a three, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a three-point contest.
Now here's Mitchell. 10 points for her. Boston sets a screen. Caitlin-Clark outside. And another three for Indiana.
That three puts them well within striking distance, guys. She's had that shot working for her tonight.
You bet she has. I mean, look, the triple has just been her bread and butter in this ball game.
Now here's Ogunbowale. She's got 23. That is no basket. Miss number 3, and she's made 11. Indiana with the ball. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Mitchell outside. Clark. Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. Howard gets the bucket.
A worker's mentality. Howard crashes the O-boards, looking for second chance points.
Pass to Smith. Now here's Ogunbowale. She's covered by Clark. And again, it's the Wings from deep.
perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Boston.
There's the triple. There's the foul. It's on Howard. That is her first foul of the game.
And CaitlinClark hits from deep.
3 points.
And here's Agunbowale. She's got 26. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Now here's Carrington. She's covered by Mitchell.
Hines Allen up top.
Agunbowale. Another shot.
And the basket by Carrington.
Well, you see the rebounding numbers going up for Carrington, and I'll tell you what else is. Her aggressiveness.
Clark outside. From the wing.
Another miss there by CaitlinClark.
Dallas leading. Pass to McCowan. And here's Agunbowale. And the three off target.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Now here's Mitchell. She's got 10. Shot clock at 6. Back to Clark. The rebound by the wings.
Hines Allen with it.
Now Agunbowale.
Pass to Carrington. Smith. She's guarded by Boston. Here's Harrington.
Over Mitchell. From the top of the key, she buries it.
Passing isn't something this team asks of Melissa Smith, but that doesn't mean she's selfish with the ball. She can move it around a little bit. Nice feed.
Now here's Clark. 25 points in the game.
And here's Cunningham.
Mitchell. Down low.
Pass to Boston.
From McCowan.
Boston with the bucket.
The easy look off the pass from Howard. Great awareness. Leads to the bucket.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Now here's Carrington.
Fires for 3. Tasha Howard pulls it in.
Now here's Boston.
Mitchell
Covered by Carrington.
outside Howard from past the arc. The shot, no good. So it's Dallas now. They lead by 4. Outside Agunbowale. Got a piece of it.
Here's Boston.
Pass to Mitchell. Clark outside. Lets the 3 fly. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
It's nice to see she's found her rhythm here in the third quarter, and you can see her confidence. Everything she's putting up from long range, it seems to be going down.
Now here's Agunbowale. She's got 26.
Smith.
Outside Agunbowale. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Here's Hines Allen. The shot's good.
Because Agunbowale draws so much attention in the pick and roll game, she's more than happy to facilitate.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Clark. Shot from 12. Uses the glass to drop it in. And here's Agunbowale.
And here's Carrington. Here's Smith.
Guarded by Howard. Up and in on the layup.
Down there in the low post is where you want to create a lot of your offense.
The Fever trailing.
Mitchell with it. 10 points for her.
For the tie. And the Fever hit again from deep.
Well, that's the decisiveness you need to have on catch-and-shoot jumpers. Howard doesn't really second-guess her shot attempts.
Now here's Carrington.
Up top of Gunbowale. And the rebound goes to the Fever.
Pass to Mitchell. Boston. Back to Mitchell.
6 to shoot. For the lead. It's good. And with that basket, she is now 5 for 9.
It's important that Mitchell keeps hitting from deep because that's going to help open up the offense.
Pass to Hines Allen. Screen by Hines Allen.
Here's a Gunbowale.
And here's Smith.
Guarded by Howard. Good for another basket. She's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
This speaks to how assertive Smith is. Outstanding job scoring on the defense.
Now here's Boston.
Clark, guarded now by Gunbowale. Now here's Clark. She's guarded closely. Launches it. It's hauled in by Smith. The Wings trail. Now Gunbowale.
26 points for her.
Pass to McCowan. Gunbowale. Smith inside. Guarded by Howard. Three-pointer. And the 3-ball is good.
Well, you pay so much attention to Smith. You can see why that's a huge plus for this team. It can open up things for others.
Indiana with the ball. Timeout called the Fever.
Well, when you look at that 2024 WNBA draft, by far the most watched in league history, and arguably the most talent we've ever seen in a draft as well.
Well, the previous draft high was just about 600,000 viewers. This last one had 2.4 million, shattering the 20-year-old record.
And really, to me, the most exciting part of the WNBA right now, it's all the new viewers tuning in. It's just incredible.
Outside, and they double up Kelsey Mitchell. Bonner outside.
And it's Lopez Seneschal with the rebound.
Dallas in the lead. Pass to Harris.
Left side, Segrist.
Harris with it.
Segrist.
Bonner defending. Screen by Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing.
Lopez Seneschal can't hit.
And here's Indiana. Now here's Bonner. She's got 12. It's not going to go for her.
Lopez Seneschal with it.
And it's Dantas picking her up.
Lopez Seneschal outside.
Pass to Harris. Now here's McCowan. Bonner defending. Now the Fever moving it up. To stop the drought. And it's DeWanna Bonner again missing. Here's the Wings with the ball. 2-point game. Harris with it, working on Dantas. Harris, she's guarded by Dantas.
Segrist outside. Pass to Lopez Seneschal.
Shot is good off the back rim and in. Here's Colson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Mitchell with it from deep.
McCowan with the rebound.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Harris. The 3 hits the three-point bomb.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Bonner outside. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Wings. They lead by 4. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter.
And here's Harris. Pass to Lopez Seneschal.
Agunbawale with it. She's covered by Clark. Fires from deep. The Fever pull it in. Now Colson. Clark outside. And here's Bonner.
Yes, what an assist from Clark.
When Bonner gets a clean look, she doesn't hesitate. She's good in catch-and-shoot situations.
Segrist outside.
The rebound by Dantas. The Fever trailing. Juana Bonner drives in. Hook it off the beautiful crossover.
On the drive, Bonner is so energetic. Totally outworks the defense and gets to her shot.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth.
Harris with it. Pass to Segrist. Lopez Seneschal.
No good. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Juana Bonner for 3. That one is off. And just about over 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. To the inside. Here's the break. Pass to Dantas. Bonner outside. Drops in the tray.
Well, the way she rebounds, defends, passes. Bonner does so much on the court. When she's scoring like this, it is a giant plus.
Now here's Harris. Dallas calls timeout. It's been quite the game for Clark.
She's been gunning from deep. If you're guarding her, you got to get into her jersey. You can't sag off her at all, or you're just asking her to drop another 3 on you.
To Carrington. Now Segrist.
6 on the shot clock. To the middle.
Barrington.
And that one drops.
It's just terrific to see Carrington taking charge on the offensive end. And you know the bench loves to see it as well.
Bonner outside. That 3 off the mark. The Wings trail. Arike Agunbawale on the wing. She's covered by Clark.
Up top, Harris.
bucket. He's now got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 on the game.
Well, guards like Harris need to be able to stretch the floor. And there, she does.
Now here's Bull. Bonner on the wing. Guarded now by Agumbawale.
Clark can't get it to go.
Now here's Harris. She's covered by Clark. Pass to Agumbawale. Here's the 3. And again, it's Dallas with a 3.
Scoring off the ball. Agumbawale so active on this end.
Now here's Clark, covered by Harris. Now here's Clark to halt the run. That one, no good.
Well, she wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. She's covered by Cunningham.
A kick out to Agumbawale.
Pass to Segrist.
Over Dantas.
Segrist misses.
Indiana with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Joanna Bonner for 3. The rebound by Charles. Dallas in the lead. And the layup falls.
Yeah, late reaction from the defense. She's always going to convert that.
Outside. Clark. She's covered by Clark. Here's Carrington. Finished off the break.
Well, the inside defense tries to put the clamps on Carrington, but she makes a clever move and gets through.
Now here's Bonner. Guarded now by Agumbawale. And there's the call on Agumbawale.
Enrique.
That's her first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pass to Bonner. Now Mitchell. Covered by Carrington. It's stolen by Carrington.
Segrist outside.
Foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
Team foul.
No doubt about it. Arike Agumbawale is one of the best scorers in the league.
Oh, you know, one of the big reasons is she plays a lot. She's in excellent shape. She led the WNBA in minutes played in 2023. That helps. And the other thing I think that she does at an elite level, she gets the line so much. Arike is always applying pressure to the defense.
And she makes the first.
Well, what you love about Agumbawale is not only can she get to the basket at will, but she also has the deep range to rain from downtown.
She's perfect from the line this time. Now here's Mitchell. Bonner. Shot to end the cold run. That one falls, coming off Kelsey Mitchell's feed.
The defense has to at least honor Bonner's outside shot. She's happy to remind them of this fact, too.
Here's Smith. Here's McCowan. He's guarded by Boston.
And here's Agumbawale. Clock at 6. Lets it go. The Wings with another miss.
Sometimes she can hit that deep 3, but it's really not a great look for her. Not a very well-advised shot.
No. I mean, even for her, that's too far out.
Now here's Bonner. Here's Mitchell. Right through the cylinder that time. All net.
She can shoot off the dribble a lot, but Mitchell is also adept at shooting off the delivery. A crisp pass helps her square up.
Here's Harrington.
Pass to Smith. Uncovered. It's hauled in by Boston.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open. I mean, maybe that's why she missed.
Clark, right side. Mitchell. Outside Cunningham. Launches it. Cans it from downtown.
The shot's finally dropping for them in bunches, and the complexion of this game has changed.
That was the only thing that could have brought them back in this game. Everything had to start falling. Boy, have they gotten hot.
Now here's Segrist. Smith. Screen by Smith. Here's Agumbawale. And she was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for her. Caitlin-Clark picks one up.
Confident, strong, and athletic. Agumbawale is a tough cover.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one falls, so she hits both of them. Here's Clark. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Clark. Boston sets a screen. Shoots the 3. Clark can't hit. Agumbawale. She's covered by Clark. Now here's Carrington. From past the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Agumbawale.
Good recognition from Agumbawale. She's more than capable of understanding when her teammates are wide open.
Outside Howard. Back to Clark. To the inside. Howard can't get it to go. So it's Dallas now. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to McCowan. Here's Agumbawale. Here's Smith. Good for her 8th field goal. She's attempted a dozen shots.
She's had such a steady hand, and I think watching this game, she's the one responsible for getting them this lead late.
Yeah, her shooting percentage is unreal right now. Just so dependable here today.
Indiana again missing.
They had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And when she's open like that, you don't see her miss that sort of look very often.
Now here's Agumbawale. Drills the 3-pointer.
Nice feed as Carrington finds a teammate with an even better look. That's just good offense.
Timeout called the Fever. And when it comes to San Diego native Dejanay Carrington, the word you hear a lot when her teammates describe her is effort.
You're not going to find too many players who work harder than she does. Whether it's on defense or in the offseason or in practice, she is always trying to improve.
Outside. Ball's knocked loose. Boston outside. Mitchell. And they double up Kelsey Mitchell. Howard covered by Smith. 4 on the shot clock. Looking to end the run. Not enough on that one as it misses. And it's the Wings ball. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Now here's Agumbawale. Tight defense on her. That shot off. So it's Indiana now. Here's Clark. Puts up a three. Good on the triple.
I mean, the only explanation is someone must have gotten their signals crossed if she winds up that wide open in three-point range. And I'm sure that was not the plan.
Now here's Agumbawale. And a foul on the shot. She'll go to the strike for two. It's on Aaliyah Boston.
Once Agumbawale gets inside, she's good at either converting, drawing contact, or both.
Gets the first, and that'll push their lead to double digits. Both good at the line. And here's Clark. Takes the three, and another three for Indiana.
Another long-range bomb for her. Her three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead down.
Definitely. As long as she keeps burying them, they might as well keep going back to the well.
Now here's Carrington. Arike Agumbawale on the wing. Screen by Smith. There's Agumbawale with the three. It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Sinks the triple.
Love to see Cunningham rise to the occasion. You know she's feeling good hitting that one.
Now Agumbawale. Agumbawale is doubled. McCowan with the ball. Now Mitchell defending. And so they foul intentionally.
Fourth team foul. At the line for the Dallas Wings, Tiara McCowan. 2 shots.
And that hurts as she doesn't get the first one to fall. Really trying to focus now on the second. And no good on the second free throw. She goes 0 of 2. Boston outside. Now here's Clark. Guarded now by Agumbawale. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Fever will retain possession.
A nice play to get a hand to that pass and tip it out of bounds.
She was just a hair away from coming up with the steal there. Good effort.
Timeout called the Fever. For three.
McCowan with the rebound.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
No other option, though. They did a good job getting it in her hands and making sure she was the one who'd go to the line.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so she drops them both. And it's a 7-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
Timeout called the Fever. And what do you guys think?
This one is out of reach, and I really don't know what they're thinking with the timeout here.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game.
And in the meantime, ruining our plans for after the game.
The three from Natasha Howard.
Offensive rebound.
There's the three. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Fever will retain possession. The three from Kelsey Mitchell. Buries it from outside.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. A bunch of threes falling for them.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. Work that perimeter while they're hot.
And work it to the final whistle.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Boy, I mean, I'd settle for having as many points in the game as she had rebounds.
Right now, we're really witnessing something special.
And so it's Dallas with the W. This was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them.
Yeah, they faced some challenges, but held firm when they needed to. Defensively, offensively, effectively locking down the W.
And that's a wrap, everyone.